Hey bud, I just watched your video. It's been a very slow day. I am tired. I am so burnt out. A little hungover from last night. We had dusted last night. We bust out about like 60 to 100 people out to a random small town bar and try to drink it dry. It's a good time. But yeah, so I don't know how long this video is going to be. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I have nothing really to add on the social side. I pretty much do like it's not like when people come up to me and I don't know who they are, I'm unable to have a conversation with them. I'm able to go through it and fake my way through it, but it feels bad. You know what I mean? And it's just dealing with it feeling bad. Um, in terms of motivation and stuff, yeah, like setting yourself up as much as like Gray talks about in that video is difficult. It's something that I am not able to currently meet fully, just for the fact of don't have adult money. I'm not living in my own house. I'm like, I don't have roommates. I have all that stuff. So like, there's only so much you can do. I'm looking at seeing how I'm going to set myself in Austria to be as close to that as possible, and kind of split up my life like that and see how it goes. And will absolutely, especially if you remind me, provide you updates on how it's going in just terms of my productivity, mental health, and actually like do it for exercise and have an exercise spot in my room and so on and so forth. So we'll see how that goes. Negative, well, I forget what you called it. Negative enforcements from motivation. I don't know how I handled that. I don't know if I do have negative ways of getting me motivated. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on that as an idea. Like, I think in ways of getting you motivated, drugs. That's a negative way of getting you motivated, or lots of caffeine and stuff, sure. But that's just substance abuse and say no to drugs, kids. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't know what else to talk about on that. In terms of that bias thing, that is interesting. Again, most likely you'll be going into a world of software and stuff that I don't have a lot of experience in, that I don't have a lot of skills in. It's something that I can very well play a maybe motivation source on it, in terms of like, I'll talk through the project with you and ways to work on it and stuff. I don't know how much the project itself interests me, to be honest, but I'm also like, I'm looking at designing my own Arduino as a project over the summer. It's like I'm diving deep, low level. I'm going to be writing a lot of assembly type stuff. So the specifics and the types of things that I'm doing has kind of shifted away from those higher level things. So I don't know. I'm down to help. I'm down to figure that out. Get ChatGPT to write half that code, which is something that I'm looking at figuring out how like actually practicing using AI in my work this next term, and figuring out how I'm going to build that into my workflow, because I'm quite interested and I don't know what kind of speeds I can get with it. Is GPT 3.5 fast enough? Will I be able to, should I get access to GPT-4 or Copilot or whatever, right? Like, I'm looking into that because I'm curious. If I can be really productive in a day using it, then absolutely. As long as it doesn't like hurt whatever I'm trying to learn throughout the term. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm down to help with you on that. I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts on it. There's not a whole lot of things that I know in that space, in just terms of biases and stuff. Finding names in resumes would be interesting. Like, resume parsers exist, and just maybe trying to make a really good resume parser would be cool. And dealing with natural language models, which would be something that I'd be interested in working with. Because if you're doing something unbiased, you're going to want to basically remove the entire equation of what a resume looks like, in my opinion. And so you just have the text and the basic information, which a resume parser would be able to do. And resume parsers already are able to take out like names and so on and so forth, and like find those. So yeah, I'm curious. Maybe something fun to do. I can see the natural language model side of things being interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry I'm not super talkative today. I'm kind of at a low. I'm out of it, tired. I wanted to make a video, to be honest, and just have something doing. But I'm so ready to be done school, to be out of here. I've basically done classes at this point. I have a bunch of assignments that are due this Monday that I have to finish. So that's going to be a weekend thing, grind. I got my visa in, so I've basically got all my stuff set up for Austria, just the small things to put together and find out how to pack my life into 2 suitcases, which will be good. Maybe start, once I have more brain power, to try and teach myself some German, which would be a fun thing to skill to have. I don't know, like being dropped into a country like that, like speaks a different language, and like surrounding yourself with it is one of the best ways to learn a language. And so maybe I can come out of it and I'm pretty good at German, or maybe the continuity of me being awful at languages will continue. Yeah, I'm down to work on projects throughout the term. I think if you and I find something that we're really interested in together, I think we can have a good time with it. It'd be interesting on finding how we work on it other than just weekends, because my evenings are your midday for during the week. So your work schedule would affect us working on stuff like that. Then unless you just got home from work at, say, 5, it would be 11 for me. So I'd be like finishing up any projects and stuff within the next few hours. So we only have a little bit of time to work on stuff, which makes things difficult. Actually, no, not 5. It's a 9-hour time difference. I'm thinking of Toronto time. It would be a lot later than 11. You'd be closer to 2. So that's a pain. Yeah, things would be difficult. Don't know how we'd work on that other than like working on it through these videos is not a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. You're getting tired, Carson, today, and I was debating if I wanted to make a video or not. Debating if I wanted to do this, but I kind of like the idea of keeping it real, keeping it what it is, right? Not trying to hide what's going on. So yeah, you're getting Carson right now, a version of Carson that is down and tired, which I mean has been a lot this term. There's been a lot of times I've been down, and I'm going through it. I'm going to therapy. I'm figuring my shit out. Like I'm mostly just finding I'm just burnt out beyond belief. Overworked myself. I girl bossed a little too close to the sun, as some people may say. So yeah, we'll see how I recover from this over the next 4 months. And I think like going to Austria and living in a new country is a very good way to reset and get out of this environment and just be done and we'll reset. So I am immensely excited for that. Immensely. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm trying to think of other topics that we can talk about and things that we can go on about. I have a few ideas. I have conversations on some physics stuff that I'd love to talk about and other coding things in general. But I don't know. I don't know what to start. I could talk about the large amount of low level stuff that I'm doing and and it's so fun. It's so interesting. It's like I'm starting to deal with clock cycles and timing in terms of how many clock cycles each instruction takes on a CPU, and doing bus arbitration between multiple controllers for communicating with peripherals on a chip. And I realized recently that I have all the skills from my lectures to design one of these, design something like this. And it's pretty cool. I don't know how / what my goal is. Like, I think I'm going to follow some of Ben Eater's stuff, if you know that YouTube channel at all. But maybe use a different CPU for it. But it'd be mostly on breadboards for a little while, and then maybe not make like a microcontroller that's like any purpose, but make something that's purposeful. Either go as far down the general purpose computer route of like trying to connect a keyboard and a monitor, and like I'm gonna try to find a chip that like is on the same level as like what ran the Commodore 64 type vibes, and do stuff with that. But like this is not what I thought I'd be getting myself into when I went into this program. I thought I was going to be mechy. I thought I was going to be doing more of the mech side, and then have the electronics as like a little part of it, but to be doing mech stuff. And now I'm here, and I hate all my mech classes, and I'm just doing circuits and programming and stuff, which is pretty funny. I applied to mechanical at every other school I applied to, and I'm so glad I didn't go to anywhere else. So, yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I don't know what to talk about. I'm kind of just tired and dead. So, yeah, I'll see you later, bud.